Hello, you are welcome. I want to educate you or let you know what settled renter means. If you are a worker living here in Italy, you would have heard people talk about settled renter, which is 730 certificate. 730 certificate. After you have obtained your unique certificate, which is Certificazione Unica. In case you don't know what a unique certificate is or what Certificazione Unica means, it was formerly called code. I recommend you go and watch the video I have made where I explained what Certificazione Unica or code means. The link is in the description below. Click on that link and watch that video. It will help you understand what this settled trends are, which I want to talk about, means and how you can benefit from it. After you have done your certificazione unica that states your yearly income, you now take that certificate to any CAF or any patronato or any CGIL, which is a tax office. They are commercial offices that help people to calculate their taxes. Settled renter is the name of the document that contains your yearly income and also contains the tax you paid, which your employer paid on your behalf. In this settled renter document, the tax office, which is the CAF or patronato or CGIL or CAS, as the case may be, what they do is that they recalculate or we cross check to see that the amount of tax which you paid for a particular year is correct or corresponds to your yearly income declared in your certificazione unica. So settled renter is the document that verifies the tax of an individual versus the yearly income of an individual to ensure that the tax paid is commensurate to the income of that individual. In this calculation, they deduct all the expenses or most of the expenses you made for a particular year and subtract a percentage of those expenses you made from your yearly income. For example, if in 2022 you earned 15,000 euros and the expenses you did in 2022 amounted to 9,000 euros, they now subtract a percentage of those expenses which you made in the year 2022 from your 15,000 euros to have 6,000 left. Now they compare the 6,000 left to the tax you paid. Most times, after doing all the deductions, it is observed that the tax an individual paid to the government is higher than the yearly income. Remember that they have to subtract a lot of expenses which you made for a particular year and compare it to the tax you paid for that particular year. So after they have done all these calculations and deductions, the tax you paid for that particular year becomes higher than your income, than the income left. So what do? It means that the government will have to pay you a percentage. They will refund to you part of the tax that you paid to them. But if after the deductions, they find out that the tax you paid is lower than your income, you will be the one that will pay more tax to the government using the form called F24. But if you really do all these calculations, that is, if they really subtract your expenditures, it is rarely the case that you will be the one to pay the government. Most times, the government pays back to you. It should be noted that every individual is expected to do this settled renter. Even if you are unemployed for a full year, but you receive the unemployment allowance, you receive bonuses, social assistance allowances, you receive any kind of payment from the government, in the subsequent year, you are expected to do your settled renter. You are expected to do this 730 tax documentation. So, what are the expenses that must be reduced or deduced or subtracted from your settled renter for you to increase the amount that is being refunded to you by the government? What are these expenses you have to do in order to make the amount of tax you have paid for that year be higher than your income? By so doing, the amount which the government will refund to you will be substantial or will be high. So I recommend you smash that like button, click the notification bell, and subscribe to my channel to remain updated when I upload the next video on the expenses you need to reduce from your settled renter. Take care of yourself. Ciao.